I'm Anil Kumar, sharing with you a multiple choice question on polynomials turning points. The question here is, how many possible number of turning points can 7-degree polynomial function have? We have 5 choices, 0, 2, 4, 6 and 7. You can always pause the video, answer the question and then look into my suggestions. Now let's see what are the turning points possible for a degree 7 function, right? X to the power of 7 x to the power of 7 is a degree 7 polynomial, right? How many turning points it will have? It could be drawn like this. As you can see, it does not have any turning point. So the number of turning points I can write for this as 0. Do you see that? Now let me take another example. So what I will do here is I'll write x to the power of 6 and then add another factor, let's say x plus 1. That means I have two zeros, one still here, but now this 0 is not to the power of 7 but 6, right? It has to bounce back, and x minus 1, at minus 1 we have now a linear 0, right? Now this particular function, if I have to sketch, then it will be kind of like this, right? It will go linear and then kind of like this. Do you see that? Right. So this becomes the second, and you can count there are 2 turning points for this particular function, right? Now we could have a function which could be, for example, we could have more than 1 0, right? So more than 2 zeros. Let's say we have a function where we add another 0 to it. So we say x to the power of 5 and we have x plus 1 times x plus 2, right? In this case, we still are maintaining a 0 at the origin and at this place, but we have introduced another 0 at minus 2. Both these are linear zeros. This one is at of 5, so it will go like it went for x to the power of 7. We have to start from this end and there, perfect. Now this, if you sketch, it will be kind of like this. It has to turn, right? And there it has to turn like this. Do you see that? Kind of like this. Now this particular function has 1, 2, just 2 turning points, right? Now to get more number of turning points, what we can do here is we can add another function which has got only linear zeros, right? So let me write here x plus 1, x plus 2, x plus 3, right? X, so these are at minus 1 to 3, right? Say we have a 0 here, we have a 0 here, we have a 0 here, 0, 1, 2, minus 3. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros, correct? And then we have x, okay, let me write plus 4, fine. Let's say minus 4 also. And let me add here x minus 2, let's say. So add 2. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and one more, let's say x minus 3, right? So we have 7 zeros now. Now if I have a polynomial with these 7 linear zeros, I could always sketch this kind of like this. Is it okay? That is the maximum number of zeros and the maximum number of turning points the polynomial function can have. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So the maximum 6. However, there could be a situation where we could have 4 number of turning points, right? There could be a situation where we could have 4 turning points, and that I could make by changing these zeros to non-turning points, right? So let me just give you an example here. Let me sketch one first for you and then we'll write an equation, right? So it has turn once, for example, 2, right? So 1, 2, and let's say it turns here 3, right? And then 4. Perfect. So we have 4 turning points in this particular case. Now to make it degree 7, I could write this point as, let's say, -7. So one of the factors is x plus 7. This 0, let it be at 3 itself, -3, so x plus 3. So we're taking this as linear. Here, let this be at, say, 0.5. So x plus 0.5. We have to decide the degree about it. And then we have one linear. Let's say this is at 4, right? X minus 4. To make it 7 degree, 1, 2, 3, we'll write here 4. So that makes degree 7, right? It turns, right? Degree 7. Now, in this particular equation, we found 4 turning points. Is that okay? So total possibilities of turning points are either 0, 2, 4 or 6, right? Either 0 or 2 or 4 or 6. How many numbers are these? 1, 2, 3, 4. So the choice is C. We could have 4 possible number of turning points, and these are 0, 2, 4 and 6 for a 7 degree polynomial. I'm Anil Kumar, and I hope that helps you to understand this concept. And with the help of this example, I've also shown you how to write factors and how to get a graph for a 7 degree function, polynomial function, having different number of turning points. I hope that helps. Thank you and all the best.